Welcome to our channel UNC Insider, dedicated to commemorating the lives of recently departed individuals. Join us as we pay tribute to those who have left an indelible mark on our world. Through heartfelt remembrances and stories, we celebrate their legacies and the impact they've had on us all. Thank you for joining us on this meaningful journey of honoring and remembering. Number 1. Adrian Schiller. February 21, 1964 to April 3, 2024. Schiller died suddenly and unexpectedly on April 3, at the age of 63. His death was announced the following day in a statement by his agent. An actor with a career spanning over 30 years, Schiller began his career appearing in an episode of Prime Suspect. He was the face on the anti-drink driving PF Moment of Doubt on British TV, part of the DFT's Think Road Safety campaign since 2007. In December 2008 the advert won Best Casting at the Taka Awards. 1. In 2021, he played Pasha Verdinikov in 2 episodes of Death in Paradise. The British actor was best known for playing Rich Alderman Ethelhelm in Netflix historical series The Last Kingdom and Steward Cornelius Penge in ITV royal drama Victoria. Number 2. Hella Pick. April 24, 1929 to April 4, 2024, was an Austrian-born British journalist. Hella Pick was born in Vienna, Austria, into a middle-class Jewish family. Her parents divorced when she was 3 years old and she was brought up by her mother. Following Germany's annexation of Austria in 1938, and a visit from the Gestapo, Pick's mother decided to leave Austria. Pick was put on a kinder transport and arrived in Britain in March 1939. Her mother obtained a visa and joined her 3 months later. 1. Pick attended school in the Lake District and learned English. Feeling awkward about her identity, for a while she refused to speak German at all, even with her mother. In 1948, Pick became a British citizen and she no longer felt herself to be a refugee. Number 3. Vera Tschechowa. Known as Vera Tschechowa, was a German producer, director, screenwriter, and actress of Russian descent. She appeared in more than 50 films between 1957 and 1996. She was widely known as Elvis Presley's companion, particularly in connection with his oral poliomyelitis vaccine, OPV, public booster advocacy and which they both undertook during Presley's first year in Germany with the U.S. Army, 1959. Her mother, Ada Tschechowa, was the daughter of Michael Chekhov, nephew of the Russian playwright and short story writer, Anton Chekhov, and Olga Chekova. Vera's name appeared, on June 6, 1971, as one of 28 women under the banner We've Had Abortions. We're haben abgetrieben, on the cover page of the West German magazine Stern. In that issue, 374 women publicly stated that they had had pregnancies terminated, which at that time was illegal. 2. Vera Tschechowa died in Berlin on April 3, 2024, at the age of 83. 3. Number 4. Albert Heath. Albert Tutti Heath, May 31, 1935 to April 3, 2024, was an American jazz hard bop drummer, the brother of tenor saxophonist Jimmy Heath and the double bassist Percy Heath. 1. With Stanley Cowell, the Heaths formed the Heath Brothers Jazz Band in 1975. Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States on May 31, 1935, 2. He first recorded in 1957 with John Coltrane. 3. From 1958 to 1974, he worked with, among others, J. J. Johnson, Wes Montgomery, Art Farmer and Benny Golson's Jazztet, Cedar Walton, Bobby Timmons, Kenny Drew, Sonny Rollins, Dexter Gordon, Johnny Griffin, Herbie Hancock, Friedrich Golda, Nina Simone, and Yusef Lateef. 2. In 1975, Heath, Jimmy and Percy formed the Heath Brothers. 2. He remained with the group until 1978, then left to freelance. 2. He recorded extensively throughout his career.
The fact that the 6 workers that died in the bridge are Latinos, that is a huge shock for our community, he said. I mean, you have people who come to this country in search of the American dream, and they lose their lives trying to get that dream. So for us as immigrants and Latinos, we are very impacted by what happened to these individuals. Solaris said he, too, worked many hours on the Key Bridge in the 1980s to support his wife and child. At the time, he was undocumented and spoke little English. I put on hundreds of gallons of paint on that bridge under dangerous conditions, he said. But at the time, I really didn't have any choice. He said it's not clear yet exactly how the tragedy could have been prevented, but he hopes more safeguards for immigrant workers will be put into place in response.
Number 6. Luc Fleurs. Luc Don Fleurs, March 3, 2000 to April 3, 2024, was a South African professional footballer who played as a centre-back for South African Premier Division side Kaizer Chiefs. Fleurs was born in Cape Town on 3 March 2001. He was from Mitchells Plain but moved to Fishhook after signing for Ubuntu Cape Town's academy in 2013. At the age of 13, 3, he made his national First Division debut aged 17, and made 18 league appearances in his first season of professional football. 4. Fleurs signed for South African Premier Division club SuperSport United on a long-term deal in summer 2018. 3. On October 26, 2023, Fleurs joined fellow Premiership side Kaizer Chiefs, signing a 2-year contract with an option for a further year. 5. Fleurs was shot dead in a hijacking on April 3, 2024, at the age of 24. 9. The shooting took place at a petrol station in the Johannesburg suburb of Florida, during which the gunman shot him in the upper body and fled with his vehicle. The South African Premier Division said a moment of silence will be observed at all first and second-tier games on the 6th and the 7th of April in memory of Fleurs. 10. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for giving tribute to our superheroes.